offensively, but defensively too.
And the Cleveland starting five. Mitchell on the wing with Strus. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Garland in at the point guard position. Now here's George. Pass to Oubre. To the wing, right side. 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. The rebound by Allen. And it's Allen with the ball for the Cavaliers. From deep, Strus. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Sixers. And the 76ers with possession. Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse.
We discussed how he wants his team to approach their matchup with Evan Mobley, and coach said we need to make him a jump shooter. Mobley is most effective around the rim. He's still developing his jump shot, and we need to take advantage of that. There should be a lot of resistance in the paint from his defense, BA.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Mitchell misses.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Maxey with it, now guarded by Mobley. Maxey with a screen on Strus. George for 3, and Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Because he's a stretch floor with a reliable and consistent 3, George adds a lot to this offense.
From deep, Mitchell. The rebound by Maxey. For Philadelphia, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And the foul called on Evan Mobley. That's his first foul.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Now here's George. Pass to Maxey. There's a screen. The 3 is up. The rebound by Allen. The Cavaliers have gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Out to Garland. Mobley, a screen on Oubre. Garland. And another miss by Cleveland. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Out to Oubre. The 3. Cavaliers with the rebound.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Clark, the Sixers have been at least 10 games over 500 for 7 straight seasons now.
Yeah, and that's great to see after what was it called? The process that took them all the way to the very depths of the league to finally build themselves back into a consistent playoff team. And their fans certainly deserve good times for struggling through all of those bad times several years ago.
Now here's Maxey. And the jam by George.
Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
And the shot goes.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
For 3, George. That doesn't go either for George. The Cavs trailing. And here's Hunter from the arc. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And here's Oubre from the arc. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Allen finds Garland. And the 3 off target. And so it's Embiid with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Pass to Maxey. From behind the arc. And there's Embiid. That one's good. And the assist by Maxey.
Not known for a quick release, but Embiid showing he has that ability as well.
Here's Mitchell. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Out to Oubre. Oubre, a screen on Hunter. Here's George. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 4 rebounds now. Mitchell, the pass to Hunter. These are his first free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. A different look for Cleveland. Okoro is checked in for Allen. Green comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And Jerome subbed in for Garland.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Three-pointer. Edwards, no good. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Pass to Hunter. Okoro outside. Embiid with a steal. In transition, here they come. Edwards for 3. Oh my, came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
And he nails the third. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Sixers ahead. Up. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
All right, on the floor for Cleveland, getting going in the second. They've got Ty Jerome. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Isaac Okoro. Then it's Javonte Green, and it's Mobley in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Shot clock at 2. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. To the right side. Here's McCain, guarded by Okoro. Pass to Embiid. There's the 3. Yes, sir! Embiid from distance.
And Embiid does have this range. I mean, it's something the defense has to respect.
What a 22-23 season it was for Joel Embiid. Named MVP with the Sixers, Clark.
Yeah, and that was Philly's first MVP since the answer. Allen Iverson back in 2001. Embiid led the league in scoring at over 33 a game on 55% shooting from the floor. Remarkable. Nobody could stop him. He was virtually unguardable.
Strus, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Pass to Jerome. Fires from deep. The 3 from Okoro. The rebound by Yabusele. Philadelphia leading by 7. Here's McCain. It's Edwards on the wing. From deep. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Hunter on the wing. Butler covering. Oh, stolen by Embiid. In transition. And here's Edwards outside. Strus grabs the miss. Cavaliers trail by 7. Okoro on the wing. Outside Hunter. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Hunter's got 9.
Defenses nowadays try to protect the rim and the three-point line, so their mid-range is usually available.
Embiid from outside. Sends it home from three-point land.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Here's Butler. After the Cavs picked up a basket a moment ago. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Jerome. Here's Strus. The quick look, no good that time. The Sixers lead by 6. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, the Sixers' two stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Butler. No points so far. Here's Yabusele. Here's McCain. On target from range. And the 76ers lead by 9. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Hunter, good. The 76ers have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Embiid inside, covered by Mobley. Fast break, Cleveland. And there's the lob, and finished off by Hunter.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes. Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time. Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Hunter, good.
Scoring the ball, he has been lethal and efficient. Wow.
27 seconds left in the second period. Embiid passes to Butler. Here's Edwards. And another miss by Philadelphia.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Butler. Got it up. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. DeAndre Hunter. He's been the guy making things happen for Cleveland. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. We've seen DeAndre Hunter really having a great game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
We've got Kelly Oubre. He's out there with Paul George. Joel Embiid is out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Now here's George. And a miss there on the triple. Mobley up top. Pass to Garland. Allen outside. From outside, off the mark. 76ers trail by 3. Out to the right wing. Embiid with it. Oh! Embiid packs it down.
Thunderous throwdown that time from Joel Embiid.
And here's Strus from the wing. It's stolen by Oubre. Here we go, all alone. Jumps up, flushes it down to finish the break.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
And so it looks like the Sixers will retain possession here. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oubre. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Garland, the pass to Mobley. On the wing, Strus. The 3. To the middle. Outside for Mitchell. From behind the arc. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists in the game.
He's always a threat to bury a catch-and-shoot jumper. Mitchell doesn't waste time. The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
He hits the second from the line.
Paul George, one of the most versatile and dynamic players in the league. I mean, he does a lot for his team offensively and defensively, which I think frees up the other guys to do their thing.
And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Selfless pass there from Maxey, really able to handle the guard position quite well.
Here's Mitchell. The slam by Donovan Mitchell.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Out to Oubre. For 3, George. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night. Strus with a deep 3. Paul George pulls down the board. Philadelphia is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The 3 from Mitchell. Pass to Garland. Outside for Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland.
3 points.
Garland's got his 4th assist in this one.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
Now here's Oubre. He's got 11. Maxey passes to George. George with another miss.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Mitchell misses.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time. A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Out to Mobley from outside the arc. Rebound by the 76ers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Beyond the arc. And George gets it to go on the assist by Maxey. And it's a 3-point Philadelphia lead. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Cleveland. Puts it up. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Mitchell's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
And the fans love it. And Mitchell certainly seems to be enjoying himself on the offensive end.
George for 3, and Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Now here's Mitchell. He's got 16. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Oubre. Philadelphia leading by 4. It's George on the wing. Allen defending. Out to the right wing. 3-pointer Embiid. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
Substitution on the court.
Maxey surveys. The 3 ball. The shot comes out. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Philadelphia. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. And Cleveland, looking at who they've got to start the 4th. They've got Tristan Thompson. Darius Garland is out there with Ty Jerome. Then it's DeAndre Hunter. And it's Strus in at the 3, the small forward. And it's the Sixers with the ball after the basket by Cleveland. And here's Hunter. Launches it. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Here's McCain. From downtown. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that three a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Pass to Garland. Back to Hunter. To tie it up. And he sinks the layup. Hunter's got 21 points in the game.
And you pay so much attention to Garland, and that allows teammates to get involved.
Lowry against Garland. Over to the wing. Pass to McCain for 3. Hunter with the rebound. The Cavaliers have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. And here's Strus outside. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. And it's a 3-point Cleveland lead.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Lowry, the pass to Embiid. Garland against Lowry to stop the run. Fires in the triple.
You know, you kind of expect the big threes like that from Lowry.
The Cavaliers have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. The kick to Hunter. Fires the 3. And Cleveland another 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Embiid. Back to Lowry. Pass to Embiid. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
Good job by Thompson using his size and strength to erase that shot.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
A nice shot by McCain.
A good display of Lowry's court vision there. Nice feed to the open man.
Garland, the pass to Jerome. Now Garland. Back to Hunter. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Credit the plays they're calling for. Getting him right now some good shots.
Screen by Embiid. It's Lowry with a drive. It's stolen by Garland. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. The kick to Hunter. The 3 is up. Council with a rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Down low. Embiid inside. Working on Hunter to the left wing. Pass to Council. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's his first foul of the game for the Cavaliers. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Thompson. Evan Mobley comes in for Hunter. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Jerome. Now here's George. Pass to Oubre. Cash. And tie game. Huge basket right there.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game.
Yes.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Here's Mitchell. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Pass to Strus. And he drills the triple.
And they aren't over the limit yet.
Maxey passes to George. Nifty move. For the win. And so the big win by Cleveland in a tight game. And this was an emotional win for them.
Quality basketball here tonight, given the veteran talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams, so expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Prince, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward.
Remarkable work in transition. Maxey just overwhelms the defense when the break is on.
Here's Antetokounmpo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kelly Oubre. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. And while Embiid was on record praising the importance of continuity, I don't know that, Richard, the 76ers front office felt the same way.
Oh, yeah. What you say out loud versus your actions can be very, very different in this game. When you have a chance to go big game hunting, you do. The goal was to bring in some help for Embiid and Maxey, and they accomplished it.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Out to Kuzma. Lopez with the ball. Now defended by Oubre. Here's Lillard out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Maxey. And the 3-ball is good. Maxey's got 6.
So locked in from range. Maxey almost makes it look effortless.
Lillard, the pass to Antetokounmpo, tipped away and stolen by Maxey. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. Talking about Damian Lillard, coach admitted they're zoned in with slowing him down. Coach said we know how dangerous he can be. Now we're prepared to mix it up and throw different defenders at him if possible. We don't want him to find his comfort zone. A difficult strategy to pull off, guys.
Thanks so much, David. They need this. Kicks it out to Lillard. Second shot opportunity. Rebound by the 76ers.
And he's very confident from that range, but he can't make it all.
And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That is his first foul of the game. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Oubre on the wing. Antetokounmpo defending. Outside for George. Outside, Maxey. Clock is at 3. For 3, Oubre. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
Here's Maxey. From outside, off the mark.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Lillard from outside. The three-pointer is right on target.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
In the corner, it's Oubre. Stolen by Prince. Kuzma with it. Now defended by Oubre. Kuzma kicks to Giannis. Knocked away. George against Kuzma. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. The 76ers again can't hit it. Lillard against Maxey. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Back to Lillard. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And he uses the glass on the layup. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
Yabusele, he's checked in for Embiid. Portis, who's checked in for the Bucks. Here's Grimes. The 76ers with another miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
The wide open look here for Kuzma. Misses the three. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And the Bucks making a change here. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Lopez. Green comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Trent's checked in for Taurean Prince. And Porter subbed in for Lillard. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
The three. Here's McCain. No good there off the double clutch. He got it up. And that one is off. Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for Philadelphia. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Gary Trent is out there with Porter. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. Stolen. Fast break, Milwaukee. And a wide open look for Porter. Drops in the tray off the fast break. Porter's got 6 points.
Shooting while in rhythm. Porter Jr. has an impressive understanding for when to let that thing fly.
Edwards passes to Yabusele. The kick outside to Butler. Embiid inside. Working on Portis. The 76ers need to get off a shot. They get it back. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Another miss by Philadelphia. Bucks trail by 9. Outside Porter. Outside Portis. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is. Just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Embiid, no good.
And you gotta give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Green finds Antetokounmpo. They kick it out to Green. A three-pointer, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
For three, Edwards. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And when defenders are lurking, that bounce pass can be the only way to get it through.
With the league's 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career. But he's still a lock to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP.
Philadelphia leading by 13. And now Philadelphia on the break. The kick outside to Butler. Pass to McCain. Back to Butler. Pocket 6. Embiid is at the elbow. From downtown, Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Outside, Green. Porter in the corner. With the floater. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Portis kicks to Antetokounmpo. Off target from outside.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Pass to Green. Can they get it? They get the rebound. Outside, Antetokounmpo. It's Porter. It's out the key. It's Trent on the wing. The fader. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's McCain. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Substitution on the court.
Bucks trail by 13. Three-pointer, Lillard. Hits it from three-point range. Lillard's got 6 points.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And a wide open look for what a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's
all right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Tyrese Maxey in this one, guys. He has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
We've got Kelly Oubre, also George out there. Joel Embiid out there with Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard spot. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Milwaukee, trailing by 10. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked 1st in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
The 76ers leading by 8. Maxey kicks to Embiid. 3-pointer. Great touch from 3 from Embiid.
Well, this is a big part of Embiid's game. A very good 3-point shooter.
Lillard the pass to Lopez. Hands the shot from the wing. Lopez has got his 2nd basket of the game.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
And when we talk about the numbers, the analytics for great shooters like him, pretty much any shot is a good shot.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Prince. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight. From deep, George. Good on the 3-point shot. George has got 8 points.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
Lillard attacking. Out to the right wing. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by George. The 76ers leading by 12. There's the triple. Giannis grabs the miss. Giannis has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Kuzma. The offensive rebound. Here's Antetokounmpo. And another shot. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, last season, a full 14 teams finished with between 46 and 51 wins, with plenty of teams in the picture. Adam Silver is thrilled with the level of competition. He says, I think what fans ultimately want is to see great competition across the league. Evan, it's certainly fun to watch.
It is, David. Bring it on, I say. The more, the better. A floater. That shot is off. Coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. Here's Giannis. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
The 76ers making a switch here. Yabusele's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Trent's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Bucks trail by 15. Trent, left side. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Trent's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, that's outstanding. Tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead this team.
Oubre, no one around him. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Oubre's got 7.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Maxey, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Maxey passes to Grimes. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. So both teams making some changes here. Maxey kicks to Yabusele. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Pass to Bona. 6 to shoot. McCain drains it from beyond the arc. McCain's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Here's Sims. He's good with the little jumper in close. Sims has got his first points in this one. The 76ers leading by 14. Here's McCain. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Some solid defense from Butler. To the right side. And stolen by Lillard. That will count. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for the 76ers. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post position. Porter is out there with Gary Trent, and it's Green in at the 3. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Lowry. Off target at the rim. Bucks trail by 17. And it's Trent in the corner. Green taking his time here. Back to Trent. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Embiid kicks to Yabusele. Gordon for three. Drills it from outside. And the 76ers lead by 18.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
Lowry dishes to Gordon. And the 76ers get it back. It's tipped. And some changes here for the 76ers. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Gordon. And it's Butler in for Kyle Lowry. Milwaukee also making some changes. Prince is checked in for Green. And Rollins subbed in for Kevin Porter.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses. And they're behind right now, but you can't pin the blame on this guy. No, he's got to get some more help from somebody on his team. Help him. Help that man.
Pass to Rollins. Prince outside. Rollins against Butler. Embiid with the steal. Here's Grimes. Sinks the triple. Grimes has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And also, guys, they pushed the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise's
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Gary Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Rollins. Lopez against George. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. Giannis grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his 16th rebound on the night. There's the lob to Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. The 76ers leading by 16.
You can tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. 12 points for Damian Lillard. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Lopez finds Lillard. He doesn't hit that one.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the 76ers.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooting.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Paul George.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
And that one's good by Giannis. There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Maxey passes to George. Here's the three. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lillard against Maxey. Takes a three. And it's Damian Lillard with the three.
For three.
16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Kuzma against George. For three, Oubre. No good. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. All right, DA, thanks again. And that'll wrap it up.
teams, Brent. They both pile up assists.
Those are some of the better teams to play for and are the most dangerous in terms of setting up your scheme defensively. Coaching staffs have a really hard time trying to get their team ready against an opponent that moves the ball as often as both of these teams do tonight.
Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Prince. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. From the arc. They get it again. Allen outside. Pass to Mitchell. 5 to shoot. From deep. He buries it from 3.
Intelligent decision by Mitchell, using the pick and roll to break up the defense and get open.
Lillard against Garland. Here's Prince. Antetokounmpo inside. Shoots over Allen. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him? Or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, B.A., there's a reason why I'm over here in a suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can. But inside, Giannis is going to get there and he's going to devastate you.
Right side Strus. There's the triple. Mobley passes to Mitchell. Now Mobley. Fires the 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Just over a minute and a half in. The 3 is up. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 4 rebounds in the game. Allen outside. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Milwaukee has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Allen can't get it to go.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Garland for 3. Connects from downtown.
Well, good to see Garland score the ball without dominating it.
The Bucks have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. Lillard's got 6.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Hunter's checked in. Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. It's stolen by Hunter. And finished off by Hunter.
That's the way you want to punctuate the fast break as Hunter is out and running.
And he lays in the alley-oop pass.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish. And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And Cleveland making a change here. Okoro's checked in. Lillard passes to Sims. Very pretty alley-oop.
Good to see Damian Lillard take a more proactive approach to getting his teammates involved here in this one.
The 3 from Mitchell. Drills it from deep. 6 points for him.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
The shot by Lillard, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift. Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. The drive by Garland. The 3 from Okoro. No luck on that one. Milwaukee in the lead. Lillard looking around. takes the three. Lillard can't get that one to fall. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Mitchell with room to shoot. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
He's always a threat to bury a catch-and-shoot jumper. Mitchell doesn't waste time.
Let's go with a three. Again, the miss by Lillard. Garland against Lillard. Garland, the pass to Hunter. Back to Garland. With one on the clock. And there are the Cavaliers with another bucket.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers. They're capitalizing on.
So on the floor for Milwaukee, Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Gary Trent is out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Porter. Yet to see a basket. Yes, sir! Giannis showing the range.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And here's Hunter from the arc. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Hunter's got 7 points.
Looking for some friendly competition as Hunter responds with a three-pointer of his own.
The jump hook. That one's wide left. The Cavaliers leading. They grant the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Okoro, no good. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Oh, there's the alley! And then Portis with the dunk.
And that's the right play call, as Portis is a big target on the oop.
Outside Hunter. Porter with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Whoa! Antetokounmpo flying!
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Here's Mobley. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Okoro on the wing. Pass to Green. Three-pointer. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green. A different look for Cleveland. Strus comes in for Okoro. And Darius Garland subbed in for Green. Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. Prince comes in for Green. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 9. Hunter with the rebound.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Releases. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Antetokounmpo striding up court on the break. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Bucks?
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
Here's Lopez. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Hunter, and out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavs. Mitchell comes in for Jerome. Now here's Lillard. He has 6.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Mitchell misses. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Launches it from deep. The shot by Lillard, no good.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Now here's Strus. No made baskets yet. And here's Hunter from the arc. The Cavaliers again cannot hit.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Lillard finds Portis. Lopez with it. Pass to Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Look at Lillard making it look easy.
And Lillard a flat-out gunner from deep because he's just a lethal shooter from way outside.
Again, the miss by Lillard. The Cavaliers trail by 3. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Now here's Mitchell. Give him 8. Driving inside. Prince grabs the miss. Portis against Mobley. The kick out to Kuzma. Inside. Stolen by Mobley. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Milwaukee out in front, up by 3. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter. After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Mitchell on the wing with Strus. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Garland in at the point. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Garland, no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
You know, Damian Lillard, a lot of his points come from the line, Brent.
Well, he does a great job of getting himself there. I think defenders are so in tune with Lillard's ability to drill you from the three-point line. He gets around the initial guy and then into the teeth of the defense where he's very strong at attacking the rim.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lopez. Stolen by Mobley. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Oh, guys, I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Garland. Throws it up high. And so the ball out of bounds. Mobley touched it last. Stolen by Mobley. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. It's intercepted. He's got a clear path. Lillard passes to Kuzma. Alley-oop up top. Hammer it home.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
To the left side wing. Mobley finds Garland. Mobley, a screen on Lillard. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's foul number 2 for him.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Antetokounmpo with it. Now Thompson defending. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lillard. Over Garland. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And Mitchell puts up a deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried.
Yeah, Mitchell putting on a clinic of his skills in this one. Take notes, kids.
That one no good. Cleveland has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Thompson passes to Garland. Mobley up top for the lead. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 7 rebounds in the game. The kick out to Kuzma. 4-3. Can't hit that one. And so it's Mobley with it. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. Lopez passes to Lillard. And he lobs it up. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Mobley. The three from Mitchell. Yes. And a nice assist from Garland. Garland's got 4 assists in the game.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Mobley passes to Mitchell. Mobley, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Back to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And the defense, they have to honor Mitchell as a scorer. And when they do, it just opens up the passing lanes.
And it's out of bounds to Cleveland for the Cavaliers. Allen, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's DeAndre Hunter in for Strus. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for Kuzma. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Trent from long range. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley's got rebound number 8 now. Allen outside. Oh, from deep. Buries it from 3. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
From outside, Mitchell is good.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
It's stolen by Hunter. Here's Prince. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Taurean Prince has such a great motor and the physical nature of his play. You got to appreciate that aggressiveness.
A different look for Cleveland. Okoro is checked in for Jared Allen. Green comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And Jerome subbed in for Garland. Smith, he's checked in for the Bucks. Bobby Portis comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Offensive rebound. Green, the pass to Hunter. Now here's Okoro. Lets it go from deep. And the three-pointer goes. Okoro's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Bucks trail by 10. For 3, Smith hits the trifecta.
Smith for 3.
The Cavaliers have gone 8 of 12 from the floor in the third quarter. Green, the pass to Jerome. Okoro outside. Mobley on a screen. Takes a 3. The shot misses. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Kevin Porter is out there with Gary Trent. And it's Green in at the 3 spot.
I wonder if Antetokounmpo is Greek for lightning, because that's what he did there on the penetration.
Well, Brent, although he hasn't won an MVP since 2020, Giannis has been a finalist every season.
Well, B.A., I just wonder if the voter fatigue is something that Giannis is tired of. Forget the voters. Maybe he just wants to focus on getting back to that level. Obviously, in the past couple seasons, you could say that he might have deserved one more, but this is one of the best two-way players in the league. He's not going anywhere.
Clock at 6. From about 19. Hunter can't get it to go.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Antetokounmpo outside. This one for 3. He can't get it to go.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Pass to Jerome. Left side, Strus. And here's Hunter from the arc. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Hunter in rhythm is a much better shooter, and that shot looked nice.
Antetokounmpo finds Portis. Hunter with the rebound. Hunter's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Garland with the ball. Now Porter defending. Back to Garland. And here's Hunter from the arc. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. And now it's a 12-point Cleveland lead.
And the defense better start respecting DeAndre Hunter from that kind of range.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Trent. The Bucks trail by 12. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, he's a menace in the paint. Antetokounmpo.
That's a nice move on the bounce from Giannis, showing that the tools are getting sharper.
Okiki. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Hunter with some nice D. The Cavaliers lead by 10. From deep, Strus. Great D that time from Porter. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
It's good.
Giannis has great confidence, and he's playing with it here.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Hunter, a screen on Porter. Pass to Jerome. Outside Hunter. Puts up a 3. Cleveland again missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Hunter's got 8 points here in the quarter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away. It does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Shot from the wing. That one's off. 8 for 15 now in this one. Trent, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
And Giannis really trusting his rhythm right now with his offensive game.
Hunter in the post. Antetokounmpo's there. Hunter passes to Garland. The fader. It's hauled in by Portis. Bucks trail by 6.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Antetokounmpo for 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Pass to Jerome. Portis with the steal. Garland against Trent. Antetokounmpo outside. Again, Antetokounmpo missing.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Hunter, good.
Just needing a couple to fall. DeAndre Hunter oozing with confidence.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Antetokounmpo looking it over. And he makes it. And so the Cavaliers take the win. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Look at the 76ers starting group. George is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Maxey. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to Grimes. Fires the three. Mobley with the rebound. Cleveland with the ball. Strus with it. Maxey covering. Shoots it. And it's Strus missing. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. George passes to Embiid. Outside for George. There's the three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
This guy practically automatic. Paul George in the catch and shoot. Look out.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
George, no good. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Mobley against Oubre. Mitchell outside. Shot clock at 6. Takes the three. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. The three from George. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Allen kicks to Mitchell. Allen with the screen for Mitchell. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. From deep, George nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
George has got a couple of threes now in the first with the 76ers. Here's Mitchell. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
See, what a good feel for what the defense is conceding. Donovan Mitchell very willing to get to that mid-range jumper.
And George with the stuff.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Now, here's Mitchell. Fires for three. Again, Mitchell missing. The 76ers leading by 3. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game. Hunter's checked in for the Cavaliers. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson did give me a few minutes to catch up with him. He talked about the game plan for Joel Embiid. He told me Embiid might be the hardest matchup in the league. You just have to try to make things difficult on him and make him work for every point. Let's see if they're up to it, Kevin.
Thanks, David.
You've got to be in Paul George's shooting space in order to make him uncomfortable. You give him anything easy, look out.
Garland kicks to Hunter. 1:30 left in the first quarter of the game.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Now here's Oubre. No scoring in this one.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Well, you have to respect how fast Kelly Oubre gets his shot off in catch-and-shoot situations.
And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Okoro's checked in for Mobley. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Yabusele's checked in. Hunter with a screen on Maxey. Garland kicks to Hunter. And nothing is falling for him right now. And so George will bring it up for the 76ers. Pass to Grimes. Now here's Here's Oubre, covered by Okoro. Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Evan Mobley's checked in for Allen. Javonte Green comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Ty Jerome in for Garland. Jerome passes to Okoro. Shoots the three. Knocks down the three ball.
This is something they could really use from Okoro, guys. Has to hit enough threes to help stretch that defense.
Embiid kicks to Butler. Out to Edwards. Embiid inside the line. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Philadelphia shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And the second free throw, good. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers bringing the quarter to a close with... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, we've got Butler. Yabusele out there with Embiid. Then there's Edwards. And it's McCain in at the two guard.
A solid mid-range shooter. Hunter knows where his strengths are.
Butler kicks to Yabusele. Out to Edwards. Fires the three. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mobley's got 4 rebounds in this game. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Lets it go with the three. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Green.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
They set the pick. Embiid wide open. Drops in the tray.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
A different look now for Cleveland. Max Strus is checked in for Okoro, and it's Garland in for Green. And then for Philadelphia, Kelly Oubre comes in for Edwards. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Butler. Here's McCain. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom to point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Oubre, no one around him. Hits the three-point bomb. Oubre's got 6 points.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Hunter dishes to Mobley. Embiid with the steal. Grimes passes to Embiid. Pass to McCain. Embiid the screen. McCain's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 8. The three from Garland. Oubre pulls it in. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Doris, when the Cavaliers made the trade for Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland then began to do a lot of his work off the ball.
He had to, Kevin, and he made no secret of the fact that this was an adjustment. When you are accustomed to being the primary initiator, moving off the ball takes time. But to his credit, he's adapted beautifully.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. Mobley finds Strus. 6 on the shot clock. Jerome, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Embiid from outside. And it's Strus with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The wide open look here for Garland. Buries the long-range jumper. Now just a 5-point Philadelphia lead. Philadelphia's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Embiid, no good. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Hunter, no one around him. No good with the triple.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Here's Yabusele. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Cavaliers on offense. It's a 5-point game. Mobley the pass to Hunter. We've got 28 seconds left now here in the second. A different look now for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson comes in for Mobley. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Ty Jerome. The drive by Mitchell. 5 to shoot. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Strus against George. Oubre for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Oubre's got 9 points.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Garland. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active, and thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot drop. Thinking about the shot.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been one outstanding game from George.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Strus in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. The Cavaliers trail by 5. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
Garland with it. Maxey covering. Mobley wide open. And another 3 for Cleveland.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Back to Mitchell. Mobley outside. Deflects the pass. George with the steal. Ahead. Kicks it out to Maxey. George against Mobley. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Strus with the rebound. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Pass to Allen. Back to Strus for the lead. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Embiid sets the pick for George. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. Beyond the arc. Another miss by Philadelphia. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. For Philadelphia, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Maxey, no good. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Garland kicks to Strus. Back to Garland. Cleveland moving it around. And it's Max Strus with the 3. Strus has got the lead up to 1 now for Cleveland. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game. It's stolen by Allen. A kick out to Mobley. Outside Garland. Strus in the corner. Off target from 3-point range. Strus has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Embiid sets the pick for George. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Outside for George. 6 to shoot to stop the drought. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
How good is Paul George at getting separation? He uses the screen perfectly and sticks it to the defense.
Mitchell wide open. A basket good off the assist from Allen. Mitchell's got the lead back up to 1 now for the Cavs. George with a screen on Garland. Maxey finds George. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. There's 39 seconds left to play in the third. Mobley outside. And here's Garland for 3. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Embiid sets the pick for George. Three-pointer. Buries it from 3-point range. George has got 20.
There is no doubt in the mind there of Paul George. What an answer.
The kick out to Mobley. Lets it go from deep. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And just when it looked like the third quarter.
The third quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers lead by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. They've got Embiid. Edwards is out there with Yabusele. Then it's Butler. And it's McCain in at the 2. Hunter the pass to Jerome. Garland with a screen on Embiid. Hunter. It's hauled in by Edwards.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
There's the screen. Pass to Embiid for 3. No good on that one. The Cavaliers leading by 4. And here's Strus for 3. Out to Wade. Here's Jerome. And here is Hunter. Three-pointer, Wade. Rebound by Butler. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Embiid from outside. Great touch from 3 from Embiid.
Come on, Joel Embiid. I mean, 7-footers are not supposed to shoot like that.
Garland with it. Butler covering. Strus kicks to Hunter. Strus a screen on Edwards. Back to Strus. Pass to Jerome. This one for three. And that's good. Max Strus for three. Strus has got the lead up to 4 now for Cleveland. Over in the corner, Edwards. Here's McCain. Embiid driving. Butler from outside. Here's Embiid. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And it's Wade with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points. Strus's shot is good.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Right wing from outside the arc. A nice shot by McCain.
And really, just when the fans were starting to get into this game, how about the silencer at the other end for a potential game-saving three?
And that one's good. Hunter.
Man, the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Here's Yabusele. Back to Butler. Here's McCain. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Garland kicks to Hunter. Pass to Jerome. Cavaliers moving the ball around. The shot by Wade wide open. That drops and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 6 assists now in the game. There's Embiid. Excellent D from Wade.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now. But you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Here's Embiid. Drains the 19-footer. Embiid's got 5 points in the quarter.
And there is no back down in Joel Embiid. He is ready to rise to the occasion in the big moments. And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Yabusele kicks to Embiid. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
And in the big moment, Embiid is your guy. He's always ready to go on the attack.
Now, here's Hunter. D right on him. Fires at the elbow. Good on the shot. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Pass to Embiid. Here's McCain. Here's the floater. That shot off the mark. Here's Jerome. A 3 from Strus. The rebound by Yabusele. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out.
matchup at the 5 spot, Clark?
You know, Brian, we've seen strong play at the center position these last few years, and we've got 2 bigs who can each take over a game, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun watching them square off.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've got Joel Embiid, George out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Maxey, and it's Grimes in at the 2. Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
When you look at the long strides and athleticism of Antetokounmpo, he gets coming at that goal. It's hard to stop him.
Maxey, that's good.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. I asked him what he told his team in regards to how to guard Paul George tonight. He told me Paul is a tremendous player. I told our guys that when he's attacking, we need to help one another out. It has to be a team effort defending him. So it sounds like he'll be sending plenty of defenders PG-13's way.
Thank you for that, Allie. George, no good. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
And the call will be against Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul. Oubre on the wing. Back to George. 6 on the shot clock. Unloads from 13. And he gets the jumper to drop.
Well, when we talk about poise, Paul George is excellent at finding ways to get his shots to fall in these moments, in part because he never seems to get out of himself.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's George. That shot off. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. The 3 from Prince. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there.
Embiid, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
George outside. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Lets the 3 fly, sinks it from distance. George has got his second bucket on the night.
Smooth and consistent. That's how I describe George's three-point shooting.
Back to Lillard. Pass to Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo. Wing shot on the way. And that one fall for him. He's 0 for 2.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Well, Clark, Lillard's scoring isn't what it once was, but he's still a major threat from outside.
He sure is. I tell you what, he's got such great range and such command of the ball and his body. He can get the shot he wants more times than not. And he's actually gotten better, I think, when he's working off the ball. You still have to be very much aware of where Damian Lillard is when he's on the court.
Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, he picked him clean. For 3, George. Pure from three-point range. George has got 8 points. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the 76ers?
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Trent comes in for Kuzma, and it's Porter Jr. in for Prince.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Here's Yabusele. No good on the 3. Porter, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Here's Maxey. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open?
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. To the paint. The kick out to Edwards. Off the mark there with a three. Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Antetokounmpo. And McCain pulls it down.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of the game.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for them. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
It's both from the stripe. Antetokounmpo surveys. 4 seconds left. He can't get that one to fall. That shot, no good. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Milwaukee Bucks. Between the scoring and getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how the Bucks are doing, guys, your thoughts?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And the 76ers looking at who they've got. We've got Edwards, Butler out there with Joel Embiid, and it's Yabusele in at the four-man position. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. And he lobs it up to the rim.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And Milwaukee has possession. Antetokounmpo with it. 10 points for him. Butler with the ball. Now Porter defending. Pass to McCain. Here's the three. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Porter's shot is off.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
Clark, one of the league's premier scorers. Embiid does a lot of damage in the mid-range.
I tell you, for a guy as big as he is, I just marvel at his touch, his footwork, and the fact that he scores at all 3 levels. He scores at the rim, mid-range, he's dangerous, and then the three-point shot is one that he can knock down with decent regularity. So, at his size, most would like to see him attack the rim more, but I still marvel at his versatility as a scorer.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
The drive by Antetokounmpo. And that one's good. Antetokounmpo has got 14 points for the game.
It's been Giannis's night. His points have come in a variety of ways, and as usual, he has been relentless.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Gary Trent.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Embiid from outside. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
No good with the triple. The Sixers lead by 3. Pass to Grimes. The 3. That one is off.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Lillard against Maxey. There's contact, but Lillard slips through.
Lillard is tough in there, muscling that one home.
Over to the left wing. Here's McCain. Philadelphia with another miss. The Bucks have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
For three, here's Lillard. Such a sweet stroke from Damian Lillard.
Tell you what, doesn't matter whether he's on the move or standing still, Leonard is a flat-out laser shooter.
George outside. Outside Maxey. Pass to George. Puts up a deep three. From beyond the arc and then some. George has got 11 points.
And sometimes with George, it doesn't really matter where he's squaring up from. If he's in rhythm, even from distance, you've got to get a hand in his face or he'll drain it.
It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
George with it, and it's Kuzma picking him up. George passes to Embiid. Kicks it to George. Shot clock at 5. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, you have to be really on your toes when you're defending Paul George. He's excellent when it comes to using the pump fake to draw fouls.
George hits them both. And Milwaukee has possession. They trail by 1. The shot by Lillard, no good. Here's Yabusele. It's George on the wing. Lopez with the steal. Here's Lillard. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Philadelphia on top, up by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Oh, Lillard with a deep 3.
The moment they hit that last shot, Lillard wanted one of his own. He was determined and undeterred to strike right back.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Kyle Kuzma the last few seasons has been pushing his scoring over 20 points per game. He said, I'm showing the league that I'm not just a role player. Having a leadership position and getting better every single game, that's what I care about. I want to keep elevating. Ryan, high hopes.
Just the 27th pick back in 2017. He's having a dynamite career. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team. They want to dominate the competition on another level.
Lopez with it, picked up by Embiid. George with a steal. Inside. Fires for 3. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. George has got 8 points in the quarter.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And you got to appreciate the competitive fire on display. It's almost like George says, you make one on me, I'm coming back at you for revenge.
Pass to Embiid. Launches a 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And he's going for the oop here. And it's Lopez with with the jam.
Nice pass right there, and the 7-footer Lopez getting off the floor to punch it down.
Up top, George. Oh, Embiid snatches it out of the air and throws it down.
I tell you, Embiid's teammates absolutely love setting him up. I mean, they know he's going to finish strong every time.
Lillard against Maxey. Now here's Lillard. He's covered closely. Just 4 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. It's stolen by Kuzma. Lillard with the ball. Guarded now by Maxey. And Lillard gets it to go on the assist from Kuzma. Kuzma's got 3 assists in the game. Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
And here's Oubre from the arc. Drops in the 3.
George with a fantastic look. Excellent job creating an easy opportunity for his teammate.
Here's Antetokounmpo. No luck on that one.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And the Bucks pushing it up now. Pushing it up now. Rebound by Philadelphia. George outside. 1:16 left in the third. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Yeah, this guy certainly knows how to take over a game. I wonder who made George mad tonight. They're paying for it now.
And the Bucks miss again. The Sixers lead by 9. To the inside. Embiid, a screen on Kuzma. And George with the jam.
Yeah, nice vision that time displayed by George off the screen and roll.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And a new group getting ready for the Bucks. Sims, he's checked in for Lopez. Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for Kuzma. And it's Porter Jr. in for Prince.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And that one's good. Lillard.
Lillard is lethal as a shooter, even from way downtown.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. And George launches it from deep. Sinks it. What range from downtown. George has got 32 points. Trent finds Lillard. From downtown. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
And so it's... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was the choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th. We've got Butler. Joel Embiid is out there with Edwards. And it's McCain in at the 2 spot. And here is Antetokounmpo. Out to Portis. Antetokounmpo outside. Giannis driving inside. The rebound by Embiid.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, B.A., I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
McCain's shot is off.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Grimes. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for three. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And they're also really getting it done at the free throw line. They've earned a lot of good calls and are making the most of every trip they get to the line tonight.
Pass to Lopez. Oh, George with a steal. Launches it. The Sixers with another miss. The Bucks trail by 12. Antetokounmpo inside. George defending. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around. Really doesn't faze him. Doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done. And he does.
It's stolen by Kuzma. For three, here's Lillard. Dame time! This man is automatic from the corner.
You cannot let Dame get good looks, especially from the corner.
Pass to Embiid. They swipe it. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the dunk.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Maxey on the wing, defended by Lillard. George for three. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Lillard passes to Kuzma. Antetokounmpo outside. Out to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, great work by Lillard in the paint.
You can see the confidence Lillard has by how cool and calm he is when they need a big bucket.
Maxey finds George. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Beyond the arc. Rebound by Philadelphia. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Oubre into the lane. Kicks it to George. A minute 9 left in the fourth. The three is up. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Here's Milwaukee. It's been 10 straight unanswered. There's the drive. And it's in. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
It falls! And that one brings him within 1.
Somebody's really lit the fuse for Damian Lillard.
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Embiid. Yes!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Maxey. Lillard passes to Kuzma. The three from Prince. Misses the tray.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And so it's Philadelphia with the Allie. Thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Strus kicks to Garland. Hits it from three-point range.
And that's why you have to stay attached to Garland. He's got a quick shot, and he will fire it with any amount of space.
Garland against Lillard. Lopez outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. Now, he feels like Darius Garland is the key to that offense. Coach said not many people can stay in front of Garland one-on-one. He's so shifty. So the rotations defensively have to be decisive and quick. And at the other end, we want to force him to work defensively. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Garland finds Mobley. The wide open shot from Strus. Drills the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Strus passes to Garland. On the wing, Mitchell. Off target with his three. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Now Lillard following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Now Cleveland moving it up. It's Solomon to Kumbo. Lillard, right side. Allen with the rebound.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
The wide open look here for Garland. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
That is absolutely a shot that Garland has in his back pocket just for moments like this.
Lillard from outside. Again the miss by Lillard. Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. The tray. And it's Lillard missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And here is Lopez after the three-pointer from Evan Mobley. The shot's good. Lopez has got 5.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Now, here's Mitchell. Allen, a screen on Prince. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Another 3 for Cleveland.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Lillard way outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And that's Dame showing that competitive side. Loves a good duel, especially from range.
Allen, that's good.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
You like to see Giannis hitting those, but you'll live with that if you're the defense.
With the step back, Garland kicks to Mitchell. Allen with the screen for Mitchell. For the 3. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Bucks trail by 3. 1:03 left to play here in the first. Pass to Kuzma. And Max Strus picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks making a change here. Portis is checked in. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Okoro comes in for Max Strus. Lillard against Mitchell. A 3-ball. Trains the three-pointer. He's got 6.
A downright right, lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Now, here's Mitchell. Pass to Garland. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Milwaukee has gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside. Here in the first quarter, 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Nice shot by Portis.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Lillard from outside. Excellent D there from Allen. Mitchell right side. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post position. Gary Trent is out there with Porter. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. Hunter grabs the miss. Cleveland's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Shoots a fader. Rebounded by the Bucks. Trent outside. There's Giannis. Look out below.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Okoro's shot is off. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. It's tipped. Here's the lob into the Kumbo. Now Okoro lets the 3 fly. They get it again. Giannis outside. Trent right side. Outside Antetokounmpo. And it's off from 3-point range. The Cavaliers trailing. In the corner, Okoro with it. Shoots the 3. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. And the wide open shot from Green. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Mobley kicks to Hunter. And he's good on the 3 ball. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give. And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Cavaliers leading. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Okoro passes to Mobley. Mobley is screened. Cleveland moving it around. Clock at 6. Pass to Hunter. Over Porter. Hunter no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. That's good from Antetokounmpo.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Antetokounmpo. Prince is checked in for Gary Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Kevin Porter. Now Lillard following Tristan Thompson's 3-point attempt. Lillard misses.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
They grab their own miss. Takes a three. And another miss by Cleveland. Milwaukee in the lead. Inside. Here's Kuzma. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer. But, Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And, Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader. But he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
Bobby Portis has checked in for Milwaukee. Cleveland also making some changes. Jared Allen's checked in for Thompson. And it's Mobley in for Hunter.
Whether he's initiating the offense or playing off the ball, Mitchell is equally effective.
And the dunk by Lopez.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now, here's Mitchell. He has 6. Back to Garland. No good from outside. Bucks leading by 3. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game time. Nobody near Lillard. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Mobley finds Mitchell. Back to Mobley. Pass to Mitchell. Mobley a screen on Prince. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Bucks on top, up 1. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, a loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. At the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. And it's Allen in at the 5 spot. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer. But he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. Giannis sets a screen for Lillard. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Mitchell with a clear path to the hoop. Looking for Allen, he gets it there. And Allen slams it in.
Easy for the big man Allen to get up and throw it down.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Mobley wide open. And another 3 for Cleveland.
This is something that Mobley is still developing, but nice to see him take a confident shot from the arc.
Lillard. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
A kick out to Mobley. A three-pointer, no good. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Antetokounmpo! Explosive on the drive.
And on the drive, Giannis, he can be so disruptive, just muscling his way through the defense.
Garland, no good.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
Trent's checked in for Milwaukee. A switch here also for Cleveland. Hunter's checked in. Milwaukee's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Garland. Lillard misses. It's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Mitchell kicks to Garland. Just 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Nobody near Allen. Drills it from outside. Allen's got 7 points in the game.
Not known as a quick shooter, but Allen shows what he's got there.
Over in the corner, Lillard. Shoots over Garland. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Trent against Mitchell. Trent kicks to Lillard. Bucks passing it around. Again the miss by Lillard.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Bucks trail by 4. Out to the right wing. Giannis outside. For 3. Mobley with the rebound. Cleveland's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Hunter, no one around him. Off target from outside. The Bucks have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And the basket by Lillard.
Incredible range. Lillard makes these deep shots look like they're effortless.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Hunter for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Lillard looking around. A shot. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got his 4th rebound in this one. Lobbed up there for Mitchell. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Cavaliers. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a 6th sense.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post position. Porter is out there with Gary Trent. And it's Green in at the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. The kick out to Porter. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Nice shot by Portis.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
Garland dishes to Hunter. Fades. Pass to Strus. In the corner, it's Hunter. No good on the 3. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. From deep, Antetokounmpo. Offensive rebound. For the 3. Portis kicks to Giannis. From downtown. Kept alive. The 3. No good that time.
Another missed 3, and he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
Man, the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Portis for 3. Hunter grabs the miss. Hunter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. A 3 from Strus. Three-pointer, Wade. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Garland, no good. Garland's gone just 2 for 8 from the field. Right there at 25%. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points.
And that's the beauty of Giannis. Always been a willing passer and can find the open man once the D focuses in on him.
Questionable shot selection on that 3. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Down low, inside, Giannis drops it in.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game. Garland doesn't let the pressure get to him. That's why he has the trust of his teammates.
Here's Giannis. Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Hunter kicks to Garland. Back to Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Well, we saw this from Hunter in the tournament. When Virginia won the championship, he was a clutch performer.
And there's the call on Ty Jerome. That'll be his second foul of the game. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Prince is checked in for Gary Trent. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Porter. And Cleveland also making a change. Jared Allen's checked in for Wade. On his high post. Working on Hunter. Kuzma kicks to Antetokounmpo to tie it up. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Hunter finds Garland. Hunter with a screen on Lillard. Back to Hunter. Goes back up. It drops. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Cleveland.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific, doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
Quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Pass to Jerome. Back to Strus to take the lead. Trifecta.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
From deep, Antetokounmpo. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Hunter, the pass to Allen. Lets it go from deep. And there's Hunter on the assist by Allen. Now it's a 6-point Cleveland lead.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And Strus puts up a deep 3. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.